Yeah. Burn them up, miss. Hate it for the word's sake. For help. That coach. Whew. No. This ain't that hotel. You can leave that she a god at the doorstep. You who are jealous, serve another, get you canceled. Yeah. You know it's tour over damsels. Yeah. That make 'em mad, don't it? Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. That make 'em mad, don't it? Treat my wife like I treat myself. By my side, we'll be one. Serve something higher than myself. Building something, I just want your help. Greater light where I get that glow. Living water, let's sip that slow. To the kingdom, let's make that toast. Righteousness is what I want the most. I can only say come this way. I can show you how to earn a day. Tour like that's the honest way. If you with it, do it, yeah, okay. Hard road didn't make me soft. Took a sharp word to cut this cloth. Ain't tour, you can cut that short. Set a parts out, can't be bought. Ooh, yeah. This is tough, y'all, you can't be weak. This a real job, you can't be sleep. Time to stand up, it ain't no seat. War coming, yeah, it ain't no peace. Rule vision, I don't see no Greek. Talking truth, I'ma holler out, preach. Talking false, that'll get you heat. From the surface, you don't look that deep. Dive in it, it's a nice few feet. Good news every time I speak. Salvation, yeah, it's all I seek. Oh, the baby, yeah, I love these laws. Good advice help me evolve. I ain't switching on this at all. Arguing with you, baby, what that's all. No, this ain't that hotel. You can leave that she a god at the doorstep. You who are jealous, serve another, get you canceled. Yeah, you know it's tour over damsels. Yeah. That make 'em mad, don't it? Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. That make 'em mad, don't it? That make 'em mad, don't it? We have to set these rules above us. See, this is the mediator. These words. They say, if they were not sent, then how did they last this long? And why is it in the same dialogue you would be speaking today? Why would he say transliterated? Meaning that the language went from the book went from one language to another. That didn't deal with nobody rewriting the book. No, that's from switching that language to language, converting Hebrew into what we speak into today. And see, that's where a lot of the confusion comes, because see, it lost a lot of its power being transliterated. But when you actually see it in its pure context, it all say the same thing. Do the law, statutes and commandments. Now we got that. Yeah. For you. Burn them up, miss. Bro. It's your favorite eye. Yeah. That coach. Them ducks ain't living them scripts, baby. Them boys ain't got no will, baby. Cross my arms, going script crazy. Anything for your who out the real, baby. Them boys ain't living them scripts, baby. Them boys ain't got no will, baby. Cross my arms, going script crazy. Anything for you out the real, baby. Yeah. Fake fam mode, never get my vote.
Shabbat shalom, ya shalom. Or is it shalom? Do we got a fact checker in the audience that wants to set us straight tonight and let us know if it's still Shabbat. I've been bitching about the cosplay, costume wearing Yasharal for a minute now. And you know how I love my dead horses. And if the message, the memo hasn't been delivered or received, then baby, we gotta keep beating the dead horses. I don't enjoy sounding like a parrot, but sometimes it's repetition. And if it wasn't so in our faces, well, at least in my face, that everyone pretty much is living their lives to make someone believe there's someone that they're not. Joel chapter 2 says in verse 11, "And Yahuwah shall give forth his voice before his army, for his camp is very great, for mighty is the doer of his word." For the day of Yahuwah is great and very awesome. Who does bear it? Who bears it? Do y'all bear it? Can I see right through your facade instantly and recognize that your life's a show? Are you a hearer of the word or a doer? It says his camp is very great, for mighty is the doer of his word. So those soldiers in his great camp that's going to be people who live the word. That's why there's going to be gnashing of teeth, because there's going to be a whole shit ton of people that are going to charge that gate with smiles, grinning from ear to ear, thinking he's going to let them walk right in. Because in their delusion, they believe they're good people. But they see nothing wrong with making you believe something that's not true. They've got pride puffed up within them. They can't admit if they're wrong. They want you to think they're all that in a bag of chips. That's why I talk about understanding why I'm beating that dead horse continuously. That's why it says in the Bible several times it takes a mind of understanding to get the message. The only way you can understand is if you love. You have to have love of the word and of truth. You can't walk around slapping people upside the head with the Bible but not know any of it. Definitely not live any of it. People address people like myself talking truth, and they come like a fact-checking Karen to say things like, well, actually, no, you're wrong. Shabbat does start when the sun goes down. You're gonna burn in hell, you apostate. If there was a hell that they would burn in, it would be them that should fear going there, not someone who's sharing truth with the intent to edify. They come to slander with no desire to edify. Why would I beat this dead horse over and over and over again? If I didn't, after seeing it over and over and over again, I'd be no different. You hear me say all the time that we have to be the change that we wish to see. If you see someone that's got it wrong and you know that to be true, do you let them know how wrong they are and how right you are? Or do you come with love, understanding, and try to edify all, not just yourself? I had someone who has probably put together multiple prayer groups to pray for yours truly to save me from that hellfire. That's nowhere in the scriptures, but man, it's one of the cornerstones to their doctrine. That person came and enticed me to lie, not only lie, but to create havoc with a lie that was so unnecessary. People like that person who will listen to this will think that I'm insinuating that I don't lie. Just more of what I've been ranting about. You have to have understanding, which means you have to ask questions. If you want to preach the truth, you have to go look for it first. If you want to be the kid in the back of the class with your hand held so high because you think you know the answers to everything, it's not about edifying the body, your friends, your brothers and sisters. It's about, look at me. Shame on you. I hope that if anyone listens to this and they do that sort of thing, they're reminded, hopefully, the next time they act out of impulse and want to prove someone wrong, they remember that the only way to enter the gates is with humility. If you always or anytime want to be right, and it's not about finding the truth, it's about people looking at you and thinking something about you, you have no humility. You have pride, and there's no set amount required to be denied at those gates. Any of it will get you booted from the gate. hearers of the word like to tell you what you do wrong. But just the simple fact that they only hear the word and have no intentions on doing any of it, but they want you to believe that they do. Just that fact right there is what's going to be in the front of their mind, in the frontal lobes, when they're gnashing their teeth to a fine powder. Just because you've been a hearer only up to this point has nothing to do with the change you preach and campaign about that you can live yourself. It's not hard. It's right in the Bible that you carry with you to church. Hopefully you don't go to church. It's a circus. Shalom, shalom. Peace out. These out.